Clary original. And I want to help this man out. His name is Jim Murray. He has a website. Oh, it's linked down below. Jim Murray, the Whiskey Bible. And I heard this on, what's his name? The Dick Show, Dick Masterson's show. And, well, I'll just read from the New York Times. Because this is, remember, the New York Times is the pinnacle of journalism. They're wasting their time and money on this. Now, of course, they're losing money and they have to be constantly bailed out. But this is titled from the New York Times. Jim Murray, a top whiskey critic, faces accusations of sexism. And there's a gal, Becky Paskin, a British journalist. Oh, my goodness, let's report on ourselves. Was among the first to criticize Jim Murray publicly for the sexist language in his best-selling Whiskey Bible. Gentlemen, I don't care if you like whiskey. I don't care if you like to read. Please go buy this man's book. I'm going to buy myself a copy. I might buy 3. I might do a review of it. Because I'm sick and tired. Like, if we looked up, should we? Becky Paskin. Who's this freaking nobody? Becky Paskin. I bet you we look her up. She's a nobody. Becky Paskin. I bet you this is like the biggest thing she's ever gotten in her life. All. I don't want images. I want news. I want all. Just give me Becky Paskin. Why are you sending me pictures? Becky Paskin. All right, here's the Twitter. Now, is she even as big as me? Here's the question. No. She has a third the followers and 40% the followers I do. Why? See, these nobodies are ruining your life. This nobody, this worthless bint, Becky Paskin, is getting in the way of just you guys enjoying a whiskey or a book about whiskey. This is a thought police. This is a Nazi. This is your modern day Nazi right here. Becky Paskin, you are a Nazi. Well, what's funny is you're a nobody too. Hey, Becky, did you get your glow in the limelight? Are you a little wet down there? Because now I'm here talking about you. People are telling, oh, the attentions. And then she went away. I mean, really, you don't have to worry about it. Like, it's not like Becky Paskin's going to actually do anything with her life. This is her pinnacle. This is almost as sad as the guy who went to state for wrestling or the homecoming queen or king. This is as sad. This is as sad as it is like your top days were in high school. Becky Paskin, this is your day. You criticize somebody for writing a whiskey Bible of sexism, which means nothing, by the way, today. Written by Clay Risen, which I'm not even going to bother looking him up. He's a nobody too. It's sad that when I, a nobody, am bigger mathematically than these nobodies who work for prestigious, esteemed, blah, 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 like the New York Times. For more than a decade, the British spirits writer Jim Murray has held sway as the world's most influential whiskey critic, thanks to largely to his Whiskey Bible, an annual compendium of thousands of reviews, including his prestigious World Whiskey of the Year award. His words can make or break a brand. His books have sold more than 1 million copies. Well, all right, maybe he doesn't need my help. Just trying to help you, buddy. That's all. It just angered me. I just wanted to like fight back. And whatever Megan, which by the way, guys and gals, whatever few are listening, think about this. This no-name woman with 5,000 Twitter followers, I got 2.5 times that followers. So now what's his name? Clay has actually helped out Jim in writing about this because now everybody wants to buy this book. So I can't really make a dent in or improve the figures dramatically, but will you guys please go buy Jim's book, The Whiskey Bible, please? Because I want to negate and counter what Megan the Bint tried to do. Megan wanted to ruin this because she is a fucking nobody. She's a loser. She's a kuantahaha. Somebody was more successful than her in a real productive manner. He wrote a book. Jim wrote a book. And she envies him. So now she got to take him down because of sex. And you know what? We haven't gotten to the accusation of the sexism yet. But it doesn't matter because it's not sexist. It's not. Any accusation of any kind of ism today is irrelevant. It's not true. Everybody's racist. Everything is sexist. Everything. So when everything is, nothing is. like Megan, a nothing. So anyway, please go buy a copy of this book just to counter that worthless kuwanta haha. He's sometimes compared to Robert M.J. Parker Jr., the prominent wine critic, but that's not quite right. The wine world is full of voices other than Mr. Parker's. With whiskey, nothing comes close to the power of a Jim Murray review. Good. Among whiskey connoisseurs, though, Mr. Murray, 62, has long been a controversial figure. Oh, has he, buddy? Has he? Really? Or are you just saying that to cause sussiness in the New York Dying Times article? Some distilleries and retailers have quietly refused to carry his books or use his reviews for promotion. Oh, really? Did they? Is that because he's controversial? Maybe it just didn't fit the market. See, this is where you don't trust the New York slime. It's all lies. Saying he shows a sexist and demeaning attitude towards women in his reviews and at public events. So why don't you link to that, buddy? Show me the proof. Every accusation of racism or sexism in this case is bullshit. Until you actually show, oh wow, dude, man, come on. What are you slamming on that dude or dudette for? Come on, that's not right. There's no. This is all hearsay. Saying the show is a sexist and demeaning attitude towards women. In the 2017 edition of Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible, for example, he likened a single malt scotch to a 40-year-old woman who has kept her figure and looks, and it's not only satin stands in the way between you and so much beauty and experience, and believe me, she's spicy. Oh my God, is he singing the praises of beautiful women? Who's this fuck? Clay Risen. Hang on, let's up. Clay Risen, who is, please tell me he's a nobody. Please tell me he has less followers than me and he works at the fucking New York Times. Please, come on. You gotta have more than me. Oh my God, you have the same amount of followers of the worthless bint that complained. You got nothing. I'm bigger than you, Clay. Here's your dick. And there's my dick, 2.5 times big. Oh my God, what a worthless fucking bint. Hey, you're in the bint club, Clay. You're all losers. You're nobodies. Gen Z, I hope to God you realize that the New York Times is like Time Magazine. It's a has-been. It's nothing. It's irrelevant. Oh my God, did Jim Murray? That's brilliant. Okay. For example, he likened a single malt scotch to a 40-year-old woman has kept her figure and looks, and now only satin stands in the way between you and so much beauty and experience. And believe me, she's spicy. That's great. What? That's poetic. I mean, now I'm going to buy the book. I'm going to read it too, Clay. Now those accusations have burst into the open. Did it burst, or are you trying to make it burst? Like, here's a non-issue. Here's a non-story. And you and Megan are pushing this corpse of a story. Oh, go fuck yourself, Clay. On September 20th, 4 days after Murray published the 2021 edition of Whiskey Bible in Britain, whiskey journalist in England named Becky Paskin wrote a lengthy post on Instagram. Oh, well, let's just bend over, huh, buddy? Which I'm pretty sure you're used to. And Twitter saying that dozens of the reviews would contain sexist language. Later that day, Felipe Schreierberg, I know I read him or her, writer for Forbes. Oh, another boomer has-been magazine, published and making similar allegations. The reaction was swift. God almighty, I hope you don't know this, but you're making people want to buy this book more. I swear to God, I hope. Everybody go buy the book. The reaction was swift. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Several major whiskey brands issued statements denouncing Mr. Murray. The Whiskey Exchange. I'm sorry. Is that Jim Beam? Is that what's the one I like? Bushmills. One of Britain's most prominent retailers of spirits said it would no longer carry his book. Ben Suntory, the company that makes Alberta. Oh, Alberta. Okay, all 5 people live there. World Whiskey of the Year said they would no longer cite the award in its marketing. Well, you really delivered it to him. Do you see how anti-fun and anti-freedom and dictatorial and tyrannical women are? I'm sorry, Becky. You are representing women in a horrible fashion. You are messing with men's whiskey. and a flirtation of poetry with sex of the fairer gender. This is great. This is just great. By all means, just keep on going. Make it fanfare. Let's bring up some, oh my God, controversy. Everybody buy this book. So no, I'll cite the award. And Miss Paskin, which I learned the meaning of recently, says she has been inundated with emails. Oh yeah. From women recounting their own experiences with sexism and harassment in the whiskey industry. Just fuck off. Just fuck off. Harassment within the whiskey industry? Look, just say you don't want to work a job. Okay, just say you want a lawsuit and you want free crap. Okay? Just say that. Just say, hey, this working thing is too hard and I want to have things that are uncomfortable in life be made an awardable offense. I was angry that a book so highly regarded by the industry could be so sexist in its language, Miss Peskin, Miss Nobody said. But honestly, I wrote my post as a question, not a campaign. I did not expect the reaction it's gotten. It's been surreal. In an email on Wednesday, Mr. Murray denied that his books, which he self-publishes, were sexist. Rather, he said his approach is meant to evoke tactile experiences of drinking whiskey. It is to do with sensuality. He wrote, all foods and drinks are such. What is wrong? I'm trying to figure out what's so wrong about him writing what is poetry, singing the praises of a beautiful woman. I mean, you're Nazis. Becky, go fuck yourself. You're a fucking Nazi. And grab your soy boy with his dick in your ass, millennial cuck, whatever the fuck Clay's name is. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong? So what? I think that's brilliant, comparing it to an aged spirit, to an aged woman that maintained her beauty and has just been enhanced. Hey, Megan, do you hate men? Do you hate male attention? There's nothing wrong with that. Well, then I don't know, join a convent, go away, because men are unfortunately half the population, and maybe admittedly the old captain has not been as eloquent as Mr. Murray has. And not every guy bats 1,000. Every guy has made a bad faux pas, social faux pas in their approach with women. But I'm sorry, that was eloquent and beautiful. That's better writing than you'll ever write in your entire life. You degenerate, worthless, talentless fuck. The uproar, there's no uproar. Comes the whiskey is undergoing a rapid change. Long seen as a gentleman's drink, whiskey is being increasingly popular among women. Yeah, because they're becoming alcoholics. Just as they've begun to climb the industry's ranks as executives and distillers, it continues to be marketed primarily to men, while women in the business, bartenders, brand ambassadors, distillers, tell of being constantly demeaned and harassed. I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I really don't. You've cried wolf too many times. Stories of sexist remarks, sexual comments, and instances of inappropriate behavior of consumers are often spoken about among people in the industry, but always behind closed doors, Ms. Paskin said. Send me links. Send me reports. Ms. Paskin, 37, and Barron, who helped found an organization. You got nothing. And what's sad is she's actually a pretty gal. I'm sorry, Megan, did that offend you that I said you were pretty? She's a pretty gal. She could have found a guy long ago. She would have been hotter 10 years ago, 20, so she would have been great. Our whiskey, dedicated to making the industry more inclusive. She said she wasn't planning to go after Mr. Murray when she got a call from Mr. Schreiberg on September 17th. He had been seeing, well, how old is this? Is this recent? It's so sad. She is a pretty gal. It's too bad. I'm sorry you hate men. I'm sorry you hate freedom. I'm sorry. No, you do hate men, and you do hate freedom, and you do hate God. You hate beauty. I would have never come up with that idea to liken an aged Scotch to pay a compliment to an aged woman. I would have never. That's brilliant. And you fucking wannabe writers in the New York Times and your fucking derpy derp nonprofit are wannabes. You'll never come up with that. Are you guys that jealous? Are you guys that jealous that he wrote that well? Jim Murray? Oh. Overtly describe Indian whiskey. The end of the experience is like after you have made love and you're unable to speak. Wow. You just don't like fun, huh? You just don't like passion or love. What? Wow, a loveless. You know, I'd like to go outside and grab an ice block from the stream and show it to you. It'd be like looking into a mirror. I hit Control F for woman, and all of a sudden I could see he does this a lot. Mr. Schreichenberg said, together with Miss Paskin, he documented stories of similar wrestlers in America comparing whiskey to women, often in sexual terms. Oh, God. Let's go kill him now. Should we shoot him now or wait till we get home? Shoot him now! Shoot him now! You two idiots are too uncultured to understand that reference. Describing a bottle from the famous Grouse, a blended scotch. What horror is this going to be? He wrote, the texture is silk, normally found in the most expensive lingerie, and as sexy as who you might find inside it. Oh, my God. We better hunt him down and cut his legs. We better hurt that man. In addition to Beam Suntory, 3 other global spirit companies, Bacardi, Pernod Ricard, and Diageo, quickly released statements distancing themselves from Mr. Murray's book. The Scotch Whisky Association, a trade body that oversees the Scotch whisky industry, they're calling Mr. Murray offensive. Well, then you guys are as dumb as this worthless bint and her guy with his dick stuck in her ass. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Us real people who consume, that's why I'm doing my part. I'm no Jim Murray, okay? But you all should go buy his book. I'm buying his book. And here's a link to it. Did they actually link to the Jim Murray's Whiskey Bible, the world's leading whiskey guide? I think this guy's 62. He's made his money. He doesn't care. Murray defended the passages from his books that have come under fire, saying they occur only rarely, and they are even more rarely gendered, and that when they are usually drawn from his own experiences. Good for him. Everyone go buy it. Go buy it. Go buy it. Links down below. Any super chats? Any super chats? No super chats. Subdue, bro. Boo-da-boo-da-boo. Boo-da-boo. 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 Do-do. 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 Do-do-do. Freak out. Boo-do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do. Freak out. Boo-do-do. Do-do. David Bamber, I would love you to do a clarity test on it. Well, send the request, and I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm not going to bother with it. All right. See you guys later, Toodles.